My name's Mike Guerin. I'm the head of sales and marketing in the software division at TRL, and I'm also the chair of the Urban Authority Forum for ITS UK. The concept of the Urban Authority Forum is really to bring together local authorities from throughout the UK, along with suppliers and other interested parties, to talk about, debate and discuss the topics and issues that are affecting them. Sounds very broad. An example would be in the last meeting, we had Hertfordshire County Council talking about floating vehicle data and other such things that are happening in the industry right now. So real world examples of where people are taking data and different things and affecting positive change on their network and for the people who they serve. So within the forum and for the travelling public, the things that we discuss that impact them are technology from a hardware and a software perspective, but also a connected ITS discussion around everything broadly from traffic signals, enforcement cameras, parking, anything that impacts the connected ITS space. We've had people from local authorities talk about traffic signals all the way through to presentations from people, data providers and other hardware manufacturers. What I'd say to the travelling public is a lot of what we do within the Urban Authority Forum from a local authority and a supplier perspective is largely invisible to road users. But it's actually imperative. And a lot of what we do, everything that we do, in fact, helps the travelling public travel from A to B with minimal disruption. The importance of technology for local authorities when they're overviewing their network, well, it's absolutely imperative. We are in an age where technology is accelerating massively, particularly in the ITS space, with the abundance of data, connected autonomous vehicles, and all these other great technologies and new technologies that are coming to market. The Urban Authority Forum can offer a local authority an insight into all these things. The current technologies that are deployed and working, things that are in trial phases, and also things that look likely to come in the future. And if a local authority isn't considering technology and new technology, then the risk is that they may be left behind. Being a member of the Urban Authority Forum and coming to our events would really help anybody who is thinking about designing a future strategy to make sure that they've covered all bases and considered everything when they're looking at which technologies to include. Technology that was discussed in the Urban Authority Forum that's now commonplace, things that we use every day. For many years, members of the Urban Authority Forum have talked about UTC scoot systems and mover, and indeed different forms of detection for scoot and mover rather than inductive loops. For those not well versed in mover and scoot, you need inductive loops that are slot cutted into the road for traffic count data. There's a number of our members within the Urban Authority Forum who have successfully used different forms of detection to emulate loops and are doing that on multiple junctions in real time. These are cheaper solutions and less invasive solutions than the use of inductive loops, but something that we have talked about at length and discussed. To add on to that, the most recent Urban Authority Forum, we discussed how floating vehicle data could be used to optimize scoot and mover. Although it's very different in terms of loop emulation and actually what's happening, these are the discussions that we're having, and I'm able to take away as feedback to help develop our products further and trying to make sure that we as an organization are ready for those things as well. The future has been slightly delayed because of COVID and not being able to meet up. My co-chair within the Urban Authority Forum is Derek Twigg, who works for Hertfordshire County Council. Derek and I are very motivated in wanting to make this forum very local authority focused. Now, Derek is networking and he's contacting local authorities himself because he wants as many authorities as possible to be part of the discussion. Once we have a larger number of authorities participating, we can have larger and broader discussions about what's happening day to day, month to month on the ground in local authorities. We want this authority to be a place where local authorities can come to discuss what's working well, find best practice, but also things they're struggling with and things that we as a forum, other authorities, or indeed the suppliers who will be there present can help to solve. We're looking at ways that we can run workshops for things like gaining funding and bringing in people who've actually gained funding for particular projects to help advise other authorities on how to do that well. So we really want to put the focus on local authorities within the Urban Authority Forum. The only thing I'd like to add is that I think ITS UK are a marvellous organisation that do a lot of good work. They don't get very many plaudits for it. But the thing that would make ITS UK even more powerful and even more important would be increasing usage and adoption, having more members and more people actively inputting. And in particular, as I mentioned, with the Urban Authority Forum, people from local authority who day to day are seeing challenges to come forwards and to share those challenges. If we can all come together and discuss the challenges that everybody is facing, we can all work together to try and solve those problems. As we move towards a connected autonomous vehicle future, the more connected and the closer we are together, sharing problems and sharing solutions, the better the solutions will be for all of our road users and all of our travellers day to day.